Okay, so today we have Devo and I Can't Get No Satisfaction. Now, Devo is a band that, has been requested. I've heard of Devo, of course. I know them for their red hats, I guess you would say. But I've never really listened to them, and I thought, why not react to them? And I don't know if this is a dumb place to start. I mean, this is, a cover of I Can't Get No Satisfaction, but what I've been told is that it's, a lot different from the Rolling Stones' version. So, curiosity killed the cat, and I'm curious as hell. So let's get into it, talk about it after, and let's go. Different right off the bat. All right. I Can't Get No Satisfaction by Devo. Now, like I said off the top, I was curious as heck coming into this. People have told me, again through comments, whatever, that people either hate this song or they like it. Their version of the song. And I have to say off the top, especially because the original from the Rolling Stones, Keith Richards, famous, one of the most famous guitar riffs in a song, whatever. Obviously that's not in this. Obviously it's like more of a robotic drum, I guess you would say, and because again, I really enjoy, I guess, what I'm finding out about myself is I really enjoy, synth pop, this kind of music here, where, you can almost hear like every sound, which I really enjoyed here, and the man here as well singing the song, because again, I don't know too much about Devo, so actually hold the phone. But yeah, just to look up the personnel here, because again, I wanted to, see the lead singer here. Mark Mothersbaugh, which is quite the last name. And I see that Bob Mothersbaugh is on lead guitar as well. And anyway, I guess just go through the rest of them. Gerald, I want to say Casale, I guess, as well, on lead and background vocals and bass guitar. And the bass is prominent in this. And that's another thing, like I said, you can hear almost every sound, every instrument in a song like this. It's so, because again, at some parts it's like there's white noise kind of a thing, where it's just like, I don't know what it just, the music kind of stops and starts. It's just like kind of so raw, I guess is what it is for me. compared especially to like, you know, the Rolling Stones' version, where it's just like, you know, very, you know, obviously guitar oriented. And like I said here, the drums kind of replace the guitar riff with Alan Myers on the drums here. So he was obviously very prominent as well, you know, starting off the song. But going back to Mark here, his voice, you know, again, I always like to compare, you know, voices to other things if it comes to mind, other people I've heard. And honestly, you know, it's almost like a cross between Rick Ocasek from the Cars, which I know this band Devo is also considered new wave, like the Cars were, but also David Byrne from the Talking Heads, kind of like a cross between Byrne and Ocasek is what came to mind. Almost like a higher pitched, you know, Ocasek anyway. But yeah, I really enjoyed his voice, and I loved his quickness. I loved, you know, his the baby, 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 and you know, he's repeating that. It's almost like reminiscent of freaking the Trashmen, Bird is the Word, you know, the ba 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 ba, you know, that whole thing. It's just, that's what came to mind as well. So I just, you know, and obviously this song was like, I think a minute less than, you know, the Stones' version, and you can obviously tell because, I mean, he was going so quickly through the lyrics. I just, you know, again, I like when a band, you know, covers a song. Sometimes, you know, they cover it and it sounds almost the same, whatever, and those are still kind of good. But here, it's just like they copied it, but covered it, whatever. But I mean, it's almost unrecognizable as, you know, that of what it was. You know, it sounds so much different. And I love that, you know, they had their own take, really. They really tried something different here. And like, you know, people told me, you either love it or you hate it. And I gotta say, I love it. I mean, I love what they did here. I love how they changed it up and how they weren't afraid to, you know, do what they did, you know, and change it so much. I mean, yeah, again, you know, because again, seeing, you know, going through pages and stuff here about how some Rolling Stones fans were not very happy with it. And that, I guess, Devo didn't really gang too many rock fans from it, I guess. But obviously, you know, all these years later, I mean, it's still on lists and such of, you know, people saying that it's one of Devo's, you know, best efforts. So anyway, just to go through here, I mean, I was going to go through the lyrics, but I mean, I think everyone knows, you know, the song, I Can't Get No Satisfaction. And anyway, there is a quote, though, from Mick Jagger, because again, you know, Mick Jagger and obviously Keith Richards wrote the song. And how just Mick Jagger said in a statement before, he said, "Satisfaction was my view of the world, my frustration with everything, my disgust with America, its advertising syndrome, the constant barrage, it goes on. And it goes on about Keith Richards and how he came up with the famous riff and how he said it came to him in his sleep. So, I mean, that must be nice as well. But I have to say as well, you know, I did read about Mick Jagger talking about, you know, how he came up with Satisfaction. And I remember him saying that he was disgusted with America. I remember a post about it on Instagram, actually. And how he said, you know, because it seems so old-fashioned to them, I guess, coming from England. And how, yeah, America was kind of like very old-fashioned and it was just very weird to them. And I guess, yeah, the whole thing, you know, they were disgusted. So I just like that, you know, how obviously it's great that this, you know, I Can't Get No Satisfaction came out of that because, and then it went on because Devo went on to cover it. Anyway, there is also on genius.com here, which I just read from there, but also on Devo's version, it talks about, you know, covered, obviously this is a cover, it goes on, you know, it's reworked into an alienation, spastic freakout that's nearly unrecognizable. So like I said, yeah, very unrecognizable, and I love it. The song was profusely played on MTV and had a star known as Spaz Attack, who would commonly dance on the show for the song. So, I mean, we're going back to the 1970s here. It also goes on, what was for the Rolling Stones an anthem of teenage angst, Devo have repackaged as a as a diatribe against commercialism, a theme that crops up again and again on their debut LP. And I love the name of their debut LP here. Q, what is it? Yeah, Q, Are We Not Men? A, We Are Devo, with a, you know, exclamation point. So I just like that, you know, We Are Devo. It's just, I don't know, it just sounds fun. And this band, I don't know, they just looked fun. Anyway, like I said, I always know them for their, you know, their red hats, I guess you would say, like I said before. And just, you know, even though I haven't listened to them, you know, at all, I don't think, their image is like kind of unforgettable, for me anyway. You know, I remember seeing them around, and I know a lot of people, you know, they have a lot of, you know, devoted fans. They're one of those bands that a lot of people just absolutely love because it doesn't really seem like they got their due. So they have very devoted fans, like many other bands do. But I don't know, with Devo, it just seems like some people just go even further. But but anyway, yeah, I guess just to, you know, close it all up anyway with a bow. Mark's voice is great. I love his high kind of pitched voice, I guess you would say. I love how fast he's going with the lyrics. He's not just sticking to, trying to sound like Mick Jagger or go as slow as Mick Jagger or whatever, the same kind of cadence as him. Obviously he has his different sound, and I mean, Devo had their own different sound as well. And I like that they stayed stayed true to the roots even for this cover, to make it sound, not like the original at all, which I love. And yeah, just really shout out to Alan Myers as well, because I really enjoyed his drum work, which I said he started off the song, kind of replaced Keith Richards' guitar. And yeah, again, I just love how you can hear almost every sound on this, every instrumentation, all the instrumentation. And yeah, you either love it or you hate it, and I love it. And I'm sure that there's people out there that might even watch this, maybe, because they hate it. So anyway, I guess that's all I got to say. So thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that. Really appreciate all the support. And again, this is my intro to Devo. I don't know if this was, the right way to go with a cover of, I Can't Get No Satisfaction, because I know that they have, big songs like Whip It, is one that I remember, and now I'm going blank on the other ones, but I know that they have a few songs that people love. But, like I said, I was curious about their take on this song, and I was not disappointed. I mean, less than 3 minutes, and, I mean, they packed a lot in it. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Thanks again for everything, and I will see you guys again soon.